Bobby Yale's place was on the way, so I decided to drop by, lockpicks in hand. The gym could wait. Sonia and Jake had already searched the place, to no avail.
But they ain't detectives.
But a good detective would have better luck.
Sadly, I'm not a
I
very
know it
good
might not
detective.
seem like it,
Uh-oh!
When someone hits you like that, you know you're onto something. It's only fair to show some gratitude.
Oh!
At least in the novels.
I'm not gonna lie, the mashing QuickTime events are really difficult.
When someone hits you like that, you know you're onto something. It's only fair to show some gratitude.
You gotta really put your fucking finger in it.
Well, well, well. Long time no see.
Hi, Colbert. Or am I being racist?
Actually did it. You ruined my life. But trust me, you'll pay for this now that my partner is asleep.
Damn cat. Well done, Colbert. Now.
Well then. Buggeration.
How about this? For every wrong answer, I'm gonna give it to you with this club.
Ugh!
Deal?
Ew! Fucking Frenchmen, you're all degenerates.
Didn't we just witness your lack of aim?
Wrong answer. First, well, second question. What the hell are you doing here?
A shamrock? Is he Irish?
I'm assuming it's some kind of organized crime pin similar to the Yakuza stuff. Oh good lord, I'm already on it. I'm already playing Yakuza.
A shamrock? Is he Irish?
Anything I can see about his face? Oh yes.
It should start to swell any moment now.
Nah.
Now, where were we? What the hell are you doing here?
Are you of Irish descent?
I've got an Irish boss, just like my friend Colbert here. I'm sure the name O'Leary rings a bell, right?
Oh boy.
Desmond O'Leary. If you live in New York City, you've certainly heard of the richest bookie in town.
Oh.
After
Of
everything
course.
that's happened, I was beginning to feel like this case was finally moving forward.
Wrong answer!
But I was wrong.
Seriously, what the hell are you doing here?
I'm a private eye. Sonia Dunn hired me to find Bobby Yale.
I hate detectives. One more time. What the hell are you doing here?
I just told you!
I swear I'm a detective.
And I swear, I hate detectives.
Piss off.
Alrighty. Let's try again. What the hell are you doing here?
For Christ's sake, I'm a detective.
For Christ's sake, I hate detectives!
I'm just gonna keep taking the beating. How many times is this dialogue gonna loop?
Seriously, what the hell are you doing here?
Wow.
Weren't you gonna hit me? I'm still waiting for the blows.
Oh! Oh!
Happy? Alrighty. Let's try again. What the hell are you doing here?
Man, dialogue.
Glad to help you practice your club skills. You need it.
Yeah, I love honing my skills.
What the hell are you doing here?
Seriously, what the hell are you doing here?
I know your friend Colbert and his wife.
Now he wants to insult you. All right then, he's all yours. All right. Now it's your turn. I'll call the boss.
You'll be sorry for what you did to me, pal.
Is that so? Couldn't beat me in a fight before, you think you can now?
Desmond, we caught some damn detective snooping around Bobby Yale's place. Yeah, hired by Dunn's daughter. Safe and sound? What do you mean exactly? Oh, sure. Will do. Colbert, stop hitting him, you beast.
What a shame. We were just getting to know each other.
Is beast the equivalent of calling someone in this setting a retard? Hey, man.
Thanks, pal.
So, what else can you tell me about Dunn's death?
Well, not much. My memory's not what it used to be.
Racial issue! Jesus Christ.
What was Joe Dunn like?
He was a decent man. Have you seen all those slogans on the wall? Those motivational phrases? Joe really believed in them. All of them.
Joe Dunn or Joey Dunn?
Huh? Nobody called him Joey. Well, maybe his wife. Although, she didn't call him anything after she died.
Bruh.
I found an empty wine bottle on the rooftop. Did Joe Dunn drink?
Only for a while, back when his wife died. But eventually he quit. After that, he'd only drink on special occasions.
Right. I think he was fucking the cleaner.
He played the saxophone, right?
Yeah, pretty well for a white boy. But he quit when his wife died. Makes no sense, right?
What does
I
that even mean?
Nothing draws chicks like the brass. Why quit when you're finally free? Ha 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 ha.
Monkass indeed!
What can you tell me about Sonia Dunn?
She's hot, ain't she?
Ah, Jake.
You two seem to get along nicely.
Well, I've known her since she was a baby. But she sure has grown, if you get my drift. I haven't seen her since she left for college about 4 years ago.
Okay, I'm liking this guy less and less.
It seems like her
Harambe,
father's
please
death didn't
cease.
really upset her.
Well, she likes to play it cool, which makes her really hot.
Moving on!
Do you have any idea where Bobby Yale could be?
Not a clue.
You said Yale joined a gang back in the day? Know which one?
O'Leary.
Hell, I don't know, John. This is New York City. There are more gangs than people.
Okay, that's funny.
If Yale's gonna fight the reigning champion, he's got a big career ahead of him.
He hasn't lost a single fight since he turned pro. The little bastard beat the socks off me a few years back.
Interesting.
I dropped by Bobby Yale's apartment. I think he might be involved with O'Leary, the bookmaker.
You sure? Yale had some dark years, no doubt, but Dunn turned him into a decent guy. I'm no detective, but I wouldn't follow that lead.
Do you know any of his relatives?
His father, Avenarius.
Avenarius? The boxer poet? Didn't he disappear 20 years ago?
Yeah, and his wife, Bobby's mom, died shortly after. Dunn is the closest thing the family the poor kids had ever since.
This guy's like dialoguing like fucking Justin Roiland. Don't know where the guy went, Morty.
Dunn wasn't black, but he allowed you and Bobby Yale to train here.
Yeah, this was the first integrated gym in the city, I think.
Wait,
But not
so they're not split down like fantasy racial lines. It's literally just the color of their fur. That it's amusingly unique. I'll give them that. I'll actually give them that. That is hilariously unique.
everyone like that, hmm?
You've seen the graffitis, right? If I get my hands on that bastard...
I better let you get back to your drills.
All right.
Nope. Nope. I'm only an hour into it, Rock, so I'm... Sorry, that's going to take a while to get back used to calling you Schnitzel. The fact that your name on here isn't Schnitzel is also a bit confusing. I'm only an hour into it, so I'm still figuring things out. It seems like an odd mix of things. Ooh. Ah. So that was him that night, probably. And that was the one with the gun. Or at least, it was related, at least. Yep.
Well, I know this much. The chest expander in the trash belongs to Yale.
Yale killed Dunn with a chest expander? No idea. I think Blonde was talking about it earlier. We don't know anything about Al Stone. We should definitely look into him at some point. Let's see if we can go and talk to Sonia. Maybe she's settled down now. Actually, maybe we should try and follow these footprints. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see. They're very faint in some places, but they're not really standing out in some others. Ooh, hold on. Phone! Can we make out the footprints out here? Not so much, it looks like. Must have been washed away by the rain. Oh, hello. It's alright, we've had a few bugs, but it's nothing horrendous. It's honestly giving me Sam and Max vibes. Which is not an insult by any means. I need to play the Sam and Max games on stream at some point. I do have them all. Ooh.
Thank you, Mr. Blacksad.
Does the postman always leave your mail on the floor?
I don't know, I...
What's wrong?
It's my mother's wedding ring.
Oh.
Had it been stolen?
I don't know. My father wore it on his pinky finger after she died.
Not always, apparently.
Will you find out why?
I'll try. But there's something else I'm worried about. This might have something to do with your father's death and Bobby Yale's disappearance.
Oh my, yes. It could be.
Oh boy, here we go. I like this little mode. It emphasizes, again, like I say, they're not just reskins of, like, humans. The fact that they're animals comes into play with what they're able to do.
Big, bright eyes. Looks well rested. Either she didn't mourn her father, or she really knows how to work that makeup.
Speaking of which, perfume, perhaps? Why am I staring at her tits?
Nice and steady heartbeat.
She's an oddly calm woman, given everything that's going on.
What the?
What's wrong?
Oh!
Someone's taking pictures from the rooftop.
Are you sure?
I'll go take a look.
Get some fucking...
Now, who's that rope for, Miss Dunn?
Weekly.
You little shit. Fucking
What the
hell.
hell are you doing here?
Is he a badger? Oh. Oh, he's a weasel.
Hey, look! Isn't that Cassidy?
Oh. Walrus.
Don't change the subject, you sad little...
Why don't we settle this over ice cream, huh, John? Just like in the good old days.
How did you get up here? I don't want anyone to see you.
Logak, if anything was going to be my furry awakening, it would have been Trials in Tainted Space. Do-do-do.
Everyone, even the most hapless of creatures, has a gift. Something that makes them special, that makes them worth knowing. Foul-smelling Weekly is no exception. No matter what he does, it's impossible to stay mad at him for too long.
Wait, is that his actual name? Oh, no, it's a clue.
This bourbon shake is delicious.
Bourbon?
Want a taste?
You know I don't like milk.
Your loss. So, Joe Dunn hangs himself and leaves his gym to his daughter, which makes her the first woman to run a boxing gym, I think.
I don't think Dunn killed himself.
What? Do you have a suspect? Any leads?
No, not tell
No,
you.
It's just a hunch. Although,
It was a man. It was one. I don't know who.
I haven't identified the murderer just yet.
Also, yeah, that sounds about right, Flaming.
Well, it doesn't really matter. It's just a hunch. I wouldn't bet my life on it. I've got other suspects, like O'Leary, the bookmaker.
Desmond O'Leary? The same O'Leary who used to date Helen Moore? America's sweetheart? Now that's a woman.
And then there's the Wallace. Who was that guy?
Come on. You've never heard of Frank Cassidy? The president of the Boxing Managers Association?
Who's also Stone's agent, Bobby Yale's rival.
Hey, he might have a motive, right? He might know something about Dunn's death, right?
I decided to ask Weekly to investigate Cassidy. My reasons?
Keep him distracted.
Weekly had already proven to be nosy. The further I kept him from the gym, the better. Plus, any information found on Cassidy could be useful. You never know. But with Weekly, you just never know what the best approach might be. Should I give him an order or a subtle suggestion?
Just tell him.
Well, since you think Cassidy is a suspect, see what you can find.
Okay, but you'll have to do me a favor. Tell Sonia Dunn that a legendary journalist from What's News wants an interview.
Weekly,
that's done.
please.
Well, if not, bye-bye, Cassidy.
Hey, I can. Oh.
You know, there's a third option. What if I tell Sonia to sue you for spying on her?
You wouldn't.
Try me.
Okay, you win.
I know how to deal with guys like this. But hey, I'll tell her you want an interview. I just don't owe you any guarantees.
So, was there really someone on the roof?
False alarm.
No one. I must be seeing things.
A hallucinating detective. This must be my lucky day.
Miss Dunn, can I run a couple of questions by you?
If they'll help you find Yale, go ahead.
I saw you arguing with a guy named Cassidy. What did he want?
Remember the fight that needs to take place in order to save this gym?
Well,
Hey, Colin, stop
Cassidy
telling me what to
manages
do.
Yale's rival, Stone, the reigning champion.
If Bobby doesn't show up, he'll lose money. Maybe not a lot, but enough to care.
Did
That
you
makes
find
sense.
anything interesting in those papers?
No. Investigation work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
No. Investigation work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
Oh. There was more things to ask her, but alright. The fuck are those? What the...
Dunn kept files on the gym's staff and clients. Name, address, and date of birth.
Oh, okay. A cause of staff mission on Dunn's table. Also, yeah, I put something together. No, I'm a Zoomer, Schnitzel, no. Oh.
Okay. Mary put the wedding ring in the envelope and wrote Sonia Dunn on it. But why did she have the ring in the first place?
Well, I can tell you why. They were having an affair. Doodly-doo.
Were Mary Purnell and Joe Dunn an item?
Well, time for more questions. She lied to me. Always a good thread to pull. Was there anything else I could put together? But I mean, I put that together a while ago. Sometimes I am a good detective, and sometimes my detective stories are a bit easy. But hey. Oh. Ah! Okay. What was I about to say? Yeah. Sometimes a case just isn't that complicated. It's where the lady who was banging the owner is working. We spoke to her earlier just before you got here. Ah, this is a comfy game, I like it. Oh my god. Whoa! What was going on with that skirt there? Moving on.
Let's talk a bit more about Joe Dunn. His wife died years ago. Maybe he never got over it.
Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe he did. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I heard his relationship with his daughter wasn't ideal.
Oh, really? Poor man. I don't have kids, but that has to be really hard.
Maybe he simply had money issues.
Yeah, I don't know. Could be. The gym didn't really get that dirty lately.
Have you remembered anything else about the moment you found Dunn's body?
I'm afraid not. It's too painful.
I know, but we need to find Bobby Yale. Anything, any minor detail, could really make a difference.
I'll try.
Have you remembered anything else about the moment you found Dunn's body?
I really can't remember anything. I'm sorry.
Okay, so the game's not gonna let me
Sorry.
poke at the
I
fact
think
that
that's it
she
for
was
now.
fucking the owner.
See you around.
We'll miss you at Sam's Diner. Bye-bye.
Interesting. Hey, friendo. Also, I can't sprint in this game. It's a bit... It does add a lot of just time of just walking. Maybe I need to have a investigate the footprints a little bit more. Even just a quick walk would be nice. God, I wish L.A. Noire had had a sequel. Fuck GTA 6, give me L.A. Noire 2, please. Ugh. Let's go have a look at some shoes, if we can. Aha!
Smells like paint.
Um...
The proud South.
Hmm. Uh, uh, uh. Well, that confirms it. It is literally like fur color racism as opposed to breed racism. This is, Hmm.
Bastards.
Well then. Yeah, pretty obvious one. Doodly-doo.
Arthur Tucker painted the racial slur on Yale's locker.
It's only a hypothesis, but a pretty a pretty obvious one, Alucard, and one that gets more suspicious about the fact that she didn't bring it up.
Of course. Damn. I'd forgotten that Jake used to work for Natalia. This proves I was right. It's too soon to move on.
Whoa!
Hey, Jake, give me one good reason not to smash in your face.
I'm doing my job!
What the hell are you doing in my locker?
I'm doing my job.
I'm a detective. That's what I do.
Yeah, and my friend too. But that's what I thought.
Get off me.
Sometimes, John, I could just punch you.
We're putting things together, Ranger. Doodly-doo.
Why do you have that pen, Jake? What mess are you in?
I'm gonna poke him about it.
Okay, Jake.
I told you.
Desmond O'Leary.
Huh?
I know you work for him.
Now you're just making stuff up. Why would you say that?
I saw the shamrock in your locker. I know what it means.
Okay, let's say you're right. So what? What are you gonna do, huh?
Well, it's not illegal, so nothing.
We're pals. I won't do a thing. But please, tell me the truth.
Okay, I guess I should have said something. Business isn't going that well lately. Natalia was my last well-paying job, and it's been a while. Then O'Leary shows up and offers me a bodyguard contract. What was I supposed to do?
Say no.
You could have said no.
Yeah, like you never take, shady business.
I'd never take a job like that. As a matter of fact, I turned one down today.
Hey, O'Leary might run an illegal gambling operation, but it's not like he's killing people or conning widows, and
Widows.
I'm just a bodyguard. I make sure no one gets hurt. What I do, including my contract and paycheck, is 100% legal. How bad can that be?
That's actually fair. I'll give you that. You're keeping the legit side of things legit.
Yeah, you're right. The fact that his business is illegal doesn't turn you into a criminal. We're only accountable for our own actions. But that's not what bothers me. I know you're covering up O'Leary's role in Joe Dunn's death.
Huh? O'Leary? No way. I mean, I don't think so.
Jake, please.
Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it now. I was here the day Dunn died.
They good.
Go on.
I had to take care of some business for O'Leary. He makes me wear the shamrock when I work for him. As you know, I left the damn thing in my locker.
Say no more. You came in the back door.
How did you... Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Joe had mentioned he'd been painting that afternoon, but I forgot.
Oh my god, his fucking suit.
I stopped in my tracks when I saw him screaming bloody murder at Bobby Yale at the top of the scaffold.
What exactly was he saying?
Something like, if you do that, I'll call off the fight and make sure you never set foot in this gym again. I didn't want them to see me, so I left.
Jake, why didn't you tell me?
See, I knew you'd be mad.
Obviously.
Yes.
I'm sorry, John. I should have said something.
You should have. Let's just say you owe me one, all right?
You sure drive a hard bargain, John. All right.
Time to go. I need to think about everything you just told me.
That's wild, isn't it, Slogak?
What exactly was he saying?
Something like, if you do that, I'll call off the fight and make sure you never set foot in this
What's
gym
going
again.
on with that wall?
What exactly was he saying?
Something
Okay,
like,
okay.
if you do that, I'll call off the fight and make sure you never set foot in this gym again.
The game is possessed. Hmm. No, hold on. Why can't I climb up there and investigate? Oh no, all of the motivational speeches are flickering. Ooh. Yay. Hmm.
Sonia's measurements stop at 18, and there's a gap in Bobby's between ages 15 and 17.
Yeah, I figured that out earlier. Rabbit.
A happy family?
Hmm. Oh no.
I'd like to take a look inside that safe now. Could you give me the combination?
I'd love to help you, but my mother's birthday used to be the combination, but I already tried it.
Hmm. Oh, I already have it. Don't you worry.
What if Mary's birthday is the combination to the safe? Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
No, no, no.
No.
Shut up, shut up, shut up.
Investigation work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
And there it was, Mary's birthday, a week prior to that very day.
Do I need to, like, manually point it out? I might. Doodle-doo. I always like a little, "you've figured something out" jingle. He had a gun in here. Very interesting. Let's have a look at that first off.
I never would have taken Dunn for a gun owner. A few bucks, just petty cash.
Yeah. A business insurance. Fair enough. And his last will and testament.
You open the safe?
Yeah, and I think you need to see this. Can you tell me what it says?
It does, Alucard.
right.
Yes.
I think this might be useful for the investigation, Mr. Detective. He left everything to me, except some boxing trophies and knickknacks that'll go to Bobby Yale.
Oh. That's rough.
When was it signed?
It was written 4 years ago, just weeks after I moved to Buffalo.
Do you think Bobby Yale read it before he disappeared?
Maybe.
Congratulations. You're one lucky lady.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
All right. Thanks.
I'm trying to be polite.
Sonia's measurements stop at 18, and there's a gap in Bobby's between ages 15 and 17.
And how old is she? Do I have ages in here? Hmm. Hmm.
Do you remember anything else about Joe Dunn and Bobby Yale's argument?
No, not really, no. Only Joe yelling. If you do, I'll call off the fight and kick you out of the gym.
Yeah.
Did you know Joe Dunn had a gun in his safe?
No way, man. He hated firearms. Although, when Bobby Yale was a teenager, he went through a crazy phase. Even dropped out of the gym and joined the gang. Nothing serious.
Between 15 and 17?
Early one morning, he broke in the gym. Joe was already here and caught him red-handed. Bobby pointed the gun at Dunn and ordered him to open the safe. So, Joe opened it and asked Bobby to put the gun aside, leave the gang, and start boxing again. I got here 5 minutes later and found Bobby crying like a baby in Joe's arms. Then he just stood up and put on his gloves.
That's interesting. Right. Racial issues.
Not all folks are as open-minded as Dunn. I happen to know who painted the lockers. Arthur Tucker.
I knew it. I knew it was him, that bastard. I'm gonna whip the white out of him.
Right. Maybe I should go and question the O'Learys. Find out what the fuck was going on the night of the murder.
I'd prefer a yellow Cadillac, but I can't complain.
This game's odd. I struggle to tell what my options in the game are. Like, can I not go and talk to O'Leary? It's okay, Boomer.
Smirnoff.
Hey, it's me again. Thing is, Joe Dunn's daughter hired me.
Alright, thanks, John. But I still don't get it. Any signs of foul play?
His pupil, Bobby Yale. No one's seen him since Dunn hanged himself.
Well, his coach killed himself a few weeks before his big fight. Must be drowning his bad luck in booze in some gutter somewhere.
So, are you gonna help me?
Why should I, Mr. Client Detective Privileges? Anyway, I'm afraid I don't have anything useful to share. And it seems like you don't either. But if you do find something, give me a call.
I helped you with your little problem when they killed Natalia.
And we agreed not to talk about it ever again. See you, John. Always a pleasure.
Fucking hell. I'm calling him again. I'm going to point out that there was no reason for him to kill himself.
Smirnoff.
I think I have a new lead on the Dunn case. I went to Yale's place and ran into O'Leary's men. They were waiting for him.
Ah, well, it's only normal. They run an illegal gambling operation. If a fight's canceled, they lose money. I'd love to take a swing at O'Leary, but we can't base the case on a hunch.
I'm not finished yet. You're gonna like what I have to tell you about the Dunn case. A close friend of Dunn's works for O'Leary.
You mean that gorilla? Your ex's bodyguard? We know. O'Leary is a respectable citizen. Until we prove otherwise. So there's nothing wrong with him hiring a bodyguard.
You're
Yeah,
gonna like what I have to
but
tell
they
you
were
about the
here
Dunn
the
case.
night of the murder.
I found racial slurs painted on the lockers at Dunn's gym. He was pretty open-minded about racial issues. Maybe his death had something to do with that.
John, half of the crimes in this city have racial ramifications.
Ha
Unless you
ha,
have solid
New York.
proof that it wasn't suicide. My hands are tied.
You're gonna like what I have to tell you about the Dunn case. Dunn and the gym's cleaning lady were about to get married.
Great. Call What's News. They'll know what to do with such an incredibly interesting piece of information.
The combination on Dunn's safe was her birthday. He even gave her a ring. You know, your typical suicidal bliss.
Okay, I'm still not convinced, but I might have something for you.
Ah, finally.
Life is off and off key, like a bad song. The notes come together but feel flat, unable to create anything resembling music. And yet, there are ways to string them together to create harmony. Ways that are not always entirely in our hands.
You look tired, John.
Oh my god.
You look pretty tired yourself.
Yep, I'm beat. I'm starving. Just got back from the annual police medical.
Oof.
Not only did I have to fast, but I also had to chug 2 enormous glasses of water.
Ew.
John, you alright?
Been better.
I've had better days, and I'll have them again, I hope.
We both deserve to. The thing is, I'd love to help you out with this case, but I can't. You know I work for the state of New York. If I had any information, I couldn't share it with a private eye.
Yeah, that
Even
old
if it was
chestnut.
lying on top of this table.
You said you were starving. Why don't you go to the counter and order something?
Oh,
Yeah, sure, good idea. If you'll excuse me.
that old chestnut. I'm always a fan of that kind of bullshit. I can't say anything. Post-mortem report preliminary. Violent asphyxiation caused by rope around the neck. I present 4 ring-shaped marks around the entire circumference caused by said rope. 4 ring-shaped marks. Grip knuckles on the right hand probably caused recent trauma. Where's that coming from?
Interesting.
height 5'5".
Now that I think of it, I better eat at home. It's healthier.
I'd already pointed out that his height looked really
Thanks.
sus when it came to the height of the rope.
Truth is, John, it all seemed clear to me before, but now? Please, promise me you won't take the law into your own hands. I'd like to think we're not just vigilantes.
I don't know, I'll give you my
Sure,
word.
you can trust me. I give you my word.
I'll call
Alright.
you if shit happens.
In any case, keep me posted, will you?
I genuinely will.
Friend, you can count on it.
Take care, John.
As always, Smirnov had given me new, potentially relevant information. Not to mention second thoughts. When an old dog like him gets that serious, one must be prepared to bite.
Yep, he wasn't tall enough. That's something the police should have put together, but hey ho.
I'm much taller than Dunn, and I can barely reach the noose. There's
Ghostly
no
Dunn
way
shrugging
hanged
at me.
himself. Not on his own, at least.
No. Oh yeah, he's had them ever since. Trash Panda, it's hilarious.
Dunn must have punched the can while he was arguing with Yale. I guess that explains why he'd threatened to call the fight off.
Also, Dunn was the one who threw the can of paint in the dumpster. I guess, yeah. Suppose that makes sense.
Bobby Yale. I don't know if you had a motive to kill Dunn, but you certainly had the murder weapon.
Think emote.
Christ. Did Yale kill Dunn just because he wanted to call off the fight?
Could have been the O'Learys. It probably was. But then why would he go missing? Then again, he was a violent, irrational person.
I always knew Bobby had issues,
It's a theory.
but I never thought he'd go that far.
Yeah, I don't think he did it.
A part of me thinks Bobby Yale didn't do it.
But the chest expanded.
But killing on impulse, but then taking the time to set up a suicide attempt? I don't buy it. That level of impulse, but then also, like, Staging. Possible,
The box
but
in his
unlikely.
locker, the marks on my father's neck. It all leads to him. In any case, that doesn't change a thing.
It does, actually. Now we know he didn't kill himself.
Yeah.
My father's still dead, and you still haven't found Bobby Yale. Nothing has changed. Opening the safe and finding my father's will won't help us achieve anything. So please hurry. Time's wasting.
Well, your name is Trash Panda, so... I better call the chief. Oh, won't let me. Should I be able to be like, yo, this was a murder. Get a proper autopsy done.
Do you remember anything else about the day you found the thingamajig with the springs and the paint can?
Yeah, no. Wait, yeah. Well, no, now that I think of it, no. Hey, pal, how about thanking a good-looking goat with a cigarette?
I don't think that's a good idea. You've got one nasty cough.
Oh, come on. You know, cigarettes have lots of very healthy properties. Oh, come on. It's just a smoke, lady.
No.
It's just that I don't want to make it...
You don't want what? What? Yeah, you think you're not responsible for my pathetic state? Think you're not to blame? It's the government that shipped me off to war.
They shipped me off, too.
Oh, right. So then you know what it's like to kill, too.
Oof.
Well, then another sad hobo shouldn't be a problem for you, Professor.
Yeah, I killed people.
And yet, you don't want to help me die.
Oh,
wait,
Jesus.
That's not what I wanted to say. Oh, well, you know we goats tend to jump from one thing to another.
Jesus.
The government paid for everything. Army fatigues, rations, weapons, lodging at hookers, drugs. Do you know where that money comes from? Taxes! Your taxes, my dear.
Get the sus Pokemon.
Dear friend. You help them cut my legs.
I don't pay taxes.
They declare war every chance they get, so that the weapon industry that finances their campaigns gets richer and richer and richer.
This got
And
very
that's
real.
how we finance their wars. So the slightest connection with corruption turns us into accomplices. Unless one manages to keep at arm's length.
This got very real.
That is what I did, my loyal disciple, at the Million-Star Hotel. So, do like your master, the great...
Hey, what's your name? You never told me...
What an oddball. It's the murder weapon. Yeah, no, right, Rabbi.
I'd prefer a yellow Cadillac, but I can't complain.
Right. I don't know what to do next. I've kind of added everything up that I can add up. Lizard!
He opened it during the war? That's odd.